Devote. She decided to devote her life to helping underprivileged children. Differ. The two approaches to the problem differ significantly in their methodology. Dig. The archaeologists began to dig at the ancient site. Dimension. The architects carefully considered the dimensions of the room when designing the furniture. Direct. Please give me direct instructions so I know exactly what to do. Disadvantage. One disadvantage of living in the city is the constant noise and traffic. Disaster. The earthquake was a natural disaster that caused widespread destruction. Display. The museum will display a new collection of historical artifacts next month. Distribute. The charity organization will distribute food and water to the needy families. Distribution. The efficient distribution of goods is crucial for the company's supply chain. District. The historic district of the city is popular for its beautiful old buildings. Division. The company's marketing division is responsible for all advertising campaigns. Domestic. The airline offers both domestic and international flights. Dominate. The company dominates the market with its innovative products and strong brand presence. Downstairs. I heard a noise coming from downstairs. Dramatic. The play featured a dramatic scene that left the audience in suspense. Drug. The doctor prescribed a new drug to help alleviate her pain. Dry. The clothes were completely dry after hanging them outside in the sun. Due. The rent is due on the 1st of every month. Dust. The old furniture in the abandoned house was covered in thick layers of dust. Duty. It's your duty to report any suspicious activity to the authorities. Earlier. I arrived earlier than expected. Easily. You can easily find information about this topic online. Effectively. She managed to complete the project effectively and efficiently. Elect. The citizens will elect a new president next month. Election. The upcoming election is expected to be very close. Element. Trust is an essential element of any strong relationship. Elsewhere. I looked for my keys everywhere in the house. Emerge. A small creature began to emerge from the bushes. Emphasis. The teacher placed strong emphasis on the importance of critical thinking. Emphasize. The speaker will emphasize the need for greater environmental protection during his speech. Enable. The new software will enable us to work more efficiently and complete tasks faster. Engage. It's important to engage in regular physical activity to maintain good health. Engineer. The civil engineer designed the new bridge. Enhance. The new decorations will enhance the atmosphere of the party. Enormous. The elephant is an enormous animal with thick skin and large ears. Ensure. Please ensure that all doors and windows are locked before you leave the house. Entitle. Being a citizen does not entitle you to special privileges. Entry. The new security system requires a special code for entry into the building. Equally. Both options are equally appealing. Essay. She wrote an excellent essay on the history of ancient Rome. Essential. Access to clean water is an essential human right. Estate. He inherited a large country estate from his wealthy grandfather. Estimate. Can you give me an estimate of how much the repairs will cost? Ethnic. The city is known for its diverse ethnic communities and vibrant cultural festivals. Eventually. After many challenges. Evidence. The police found strong evidence that linked the suspect to the crime. Examine. The detective will examine the crime scene for any clues. Exception. There's an exception to every rule. Exchange. We agreed to exchange our old books for new ones at the book swap event. Exciting. The football match was very exciting. Executive. The company's executive board made the final decision on the new business strategy. Existence. The ancient ruins provide evidence of a civilization's past existence. Expand. The company plans to expand its operations into new international markets next year. Expectation. He had high expectations for his performance in the competition. Expenditure. The government's expenditure on education has increased significantly this year. Expert. He's an expert in ancient history and has written several books on the topic. Explore. We decided to explore the ancient ruins and hidden caves in the area. Expose. Prolonged exposure to direct sunlight can be harmful to your skin. Extend. The road will extend for another 2 kilometers to connect with the new highway. Extent. To what extent do you agree with the statement? External. The building's external walls were made of sturdy stone. Extra. We have some extra chairs if you need them for the party. Extremely. It was an extremely difficult decision to make. Facility. The hotel offers excellent sports facilities. Factor. Good communication is a key factor in a successful team. Failure. His failure to complete the project on time resulted in a delay for the whole team. Fairly. She sings fairly well. Fan. The singer's fans waited for hours to get an autograph after the concert. Fancy. Do you fancy going to the cinema tonight to watch a movie? Fashion. The latest fashion trends are often influenced by celebrities and social media. Fault. It's not entirely my fault that the project failed, there were many factors involved. Favor. Could you do me a favor and help me carry these heavy boxes? Feature. The new car has many advanced features. Female. The study focused on the career paths of female executives in the technology industry. File. Please save the document as a PDF file before sending it. Finance. He works in finance. Financial. The company is facing some financial difficulties due to the economic downturn. Firm. She works for a well-known law firm in the city center. Float. The wooden boat began to float gently on the calm surface of the lake. Flow. The river's flow increased significantly after the heavy rainfall. Focus. It's important to focus on your studies to achieve good grades. Fold. Please fold the laundry neatly and put it away in the closet. Following. The following day. Forever. Their love for each other would last forever. Formal. The event requires formal attire. Former. The former president of the company retired last month after many years of service. Fortune. He inherited a large fortune from his wealthy grandfather. Found. The organization was founded in 1990 to promote environmental awareness. Freedom. The country gained its freedom from colonial rule after a long struggle. Freeze. The lake began to freeze over during the cold winter night. Frequent. She's a frequent visitor to the library. Frequently. I frequently check my email for important updates and messages. Fuel. The price of fuel has increased significantly recently. Function. The main function of the brain is to control thoughts. Fund. The charity organized a fundraising event to collect funds for medical research. Fundamental. Understanding basic grammar rules is fundamental to learning any new language. Further. We need to conduct further research to gather more evidence for our hypothesis. Gain. He managed to gain a lot of experience in the field during his internship. Gap. There's a significant gap between the rich and the poor in many societies. Gather. A large crowd began to gather in the town square for the public protest. Generate. The new solar panels can generate enough electricity to power the entire house. Giant. The children stared in awe at the giant dinosaur skeleton in the museum. Gift. She received a beautiful gift for her birthday from her best friend. Glance. He took a quick glance at the clock and realized he was running late. Global. Climate change is a major global issue that requires international cooperation. Govern. The elected officials are responsible for governing the country and its people. Grab. He managed to grab the falling vase just before it hit the floor. Grade. She received excellent grades in all her subjects this semester. Gradually. The weather began to improve gradually after the heavy rain stopped. Graduate. She will graduate from university next year with a degree in engineering. Grant. The university received a large research grant to fund their new project. Greatly. His performance improved greatly after he started practicing regularly. Guarantee. The company offers a money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied with the product. Guilty. The jury found the defendant guilty of the crime after reviewing all the evidence. Habit. Smoking is a bad habit that can lead to serious health problems. Harm. Smoking can harm your lungs and overall health. Headquarters. The company's headquarters are located in a modern building in the city center. Healthy. She tries to eat healthy foods and exercise regularly. Helpful. Your advice was very helpful in solving the problem. Highly. She is highly respected by her colleagues for her professionalism and dedication. Hire. The company plans to hire new employees to support its expansion. Historical. The city is rich in historical landmarks and ancient architecture. Holy. The ancient temple is considered a holy place by many people. Honest. It's important to be honest and truthful in all your dealings. Hopefully. Hopefully. Horrible. The traffic jam was absolutely horrible. Host. The country will host the Olympic Games next year. Household. The average household in this city consists of 4 people. Huge. The huge elephant walked slowly across the savannah. Humor. His witty humor always brightened up the conversation. Ideal. This beach is the ideal spot for a relaxing summer vacation. Illustrate. The book uses colorful diagrams to illustrate complex scientific concepts. Illustration. The children's book had beautiful illustrations that brought the story to life. Impact. The new policy will have a significant impact on the local economy. Implement. The government plans to implement new environmental protection laws next year. Imply. His silence seemed to imply that he disagreed with my suggestion. Impose. The government decided to impose new taxes on luxury goods. Impress. His confident presentation managed to impress all the potential investors. Impressed. I was very impressed by her piano performance. She played beautifully. Improvement. The company has made significant improvements in customer satisfaction. Incident. The police are investigating the recent incident at the local park. Increasingly. The weather is becoming increasingly unpredictable due to climate change. Indicate. The survey results indicate a growing public concern about environmental issues. Industrial. The city's industrial area is home to many factories and manufacturing plants. Infect. The virus can infect a large number of people very quickly. Infection. She developed a serious lung infection and had to be hospitalized. Influence. His parents had a strong influence on his decision to pursue a career in medicine. Initial. The initial plan was to finish the project by June. Initially. The new software was initially difficult to use. Injure. He managed to injure his knee while playing basketball. Injured. Several people were injured in the car accident. Injury. She sustained a serious injury to her leg during the ski trip. Inner. He has an inner strength that helps him overcome challenges. Innocent. The jury found the defendant innocent after carefully reviewing all the evidence. Inquiry. I made an inquiry about the availability of the product online. Insist. She insisted on paying for the dinner. Inspire. His story of overcoming adversity truly inspired me to pursue my own dreams. Install. We need to install a new software update on all the computers. Instance. For instance. Institute. The Research Institute is conducting groundbreaking studies in the field of genetics. Institution. The university is a prestigious educational institution with a long history. Insult. He felt deeply insulted by her rude comments and disrespectful behavior. Insurance. You should always have travel insurance when you go on an international trip. Intend. I intend to finish this project by the end of the week. Intensity. The intensity of the storm increased. Intensive. He enrolled in an intensive language course to improve his fluency quickly. Intention. He had no intention of causing any harm, it was an accident. Interested. I'm very interested in learning more about renewable energy sources. Internal. The company launched an internal investigation into the recent data breach. Interpret. It's sometimes difficult to interpret ancient texts due to their complex language. Interrupt. Please don't interrupt me while I'm speaking. Let me finish my thought. Invest. He decided to invest his savings in the stock market. Investigate. The police are continuing to investigate the cause of the mysterious fire. Investigation. The investigation into the missing funds is ongoing and very thorough. Investor. The company is seeking new investors to fund its expansion plans. Involved. He got involved in a heated argument with his neighbor about the property line. Jail. The criminal was sent to jail for his illegal activities. Joint. The two companies decided to launch a joint venture to develop new technology. Journal. She keeps a personal journal where she writes down her thoughts and experiences. Judgment. His quick judgment in the critical situation saved many lives. Junior. He's a junior researcher at the university. Jury. The jury listened carefully to all the evidence presented in court. Justice. The family sought justice for the victim of the crime. Keen. He's very keen on learning new languages and practices daily. Knee. He hurt his knee while playing football and had to rest for a few days. Known. It's a well-known fact that exercise is good for your health. Lab. The scientists conducted their experiments in a state-of-the-art lab. Label. Please read the label carefully before using the product. Landscape. The artist painted a beautiful landscape of mountains and lakes. Largely. The success of the project depended largely on the teamwork of the entire staff. Latest. Have you heard the latest news about the election results? Launch. The company plans to launch a new product line next month. Leadership. Her strong leadership skills were evident throughout the entire project. Leading. The company is a leading provider of software solutions in the industry. League. Our football team is currently at the top of the league standings. Lean. He had to lean forward to hear what the speaker was saying. Legally. You need to be over 18 years old to legally purchase alcohol in this country. Length. The tailor measured the length of the fabric before cutting it. Likely. It's likely to rain later. Liquid. Water is a clear liquid essential for all life on Earth. Literary. She has a deep appreciation for literary works. Literature. He enjoys reading English literature from the 19th century. Load. The truck driver was careful to secure the heavy load before driving off. Loan. She took out a bank loan to purchase a new car. Locate. Can you help me locate the nearest gas station on the map? Located. The hotel is conveniently located near the city center and public transportation. Location. The film crew scouted several locations for the movie shoot. Long-term. The company is focusing on long-term growth and sustainable practices. Loss. The company reported a significant financial loss in the last quarter. Loyal. He's a very loyal friend who always stands by you. Magic. The children were mesmerized by the magician's amazing magic tricks. Mail. I received a lot of spam mail in my inbox today. Majority. The majority of students voted in favor of the new school policy. Male. The study examined the differences in behavior between male and female subjects. Management. Good management is essential for the success of any organization. Manner. He handled the difficult situation in a very calm and professional manner. Manufacture. The factory will manufacture new electronic devices starting next month. Manufacturing. The manufacturing industry plays a crucial role in the country's economy. Marketing. The company launched a new marketing campaign to attract more customers. Mass. A mass protest took place in the city center against the new government policy. Master. She hopes to master the art of playing the classical guitar. Mathematics. She enjoys studying mathematics and solving complex equations. Maximum. The maximum speed limit on this road is 100 km per hour. Meanwhile. He was preparing dinner, meanwhile. Measure. We need to take concrete measures to reduce carbon emissions. Measurement. The tailor took careful measurements for the custom-made suit. Medical. She received excellent medical care at the hospital. Medium. The painting was done in a mixed medium. Mental. Maintaining good mental health is as important as physical health. Mere. It was a mere coincidence that we met at the airport. We hadn't planned it. Merely. He was merely joking, he didn't intend to offend anyone. Metal. The sculpture was crafted from recycled metal and looked very modern. Mid. She woke up in the middle of the night. Mine. This book is mine. Minimum. The minimum age for driving is 18 in this country. Minister. The foreign minister held a press conference to discuss international relations. Ministry. The Ministry of Education announced new reforms to the school system. Minor. There were only minor changes to the plan. Minority. The small ethnic minority in the region has been fighting for their rights. Mixture. The cake batter was a smooth mixture of flour. Moderate. The weather forecast predicts moderate rainfall for the next few days. Modest. Despite his great success. Moral. It's important to consider the moral implications of your decisions. Moreover. The report is well written, moreover. Mostly. The audience was mostly made up of young people. Motion. The car's motion made her feel a little bit car-sick. Motor. The boat's motor suddenly stopped working in the middle of the lake. Murder. The police are investigating a suspected murder that occurred last night. Muscle. Regular exercise helps build strong muscles and improves overall fitness. Museum. We spent the entire afternoon exploring the fascinating exhibits at the museum. Musical. She's a very talented musical artist who plays several instruments. Mystery. The ancient ruins held a fascinating mystery that archaeologists were eager to uncover. Narrow. The old street was very narrow. Native. He is a native speaker of Spanish. Nearby. There's a good restaurant nearby if you're looking for a place to eat. Necessarily. Just because it's expensive doesn't necessarily mean it's better quality. Negative. Try to avoid dwelling on negative thoughts and focus on positive ones. Negotiate. The two parties will negotiate a new contract next week. Negotiation. The peace negotiations between the warring factions were long and difficult. Neighborhood. Our neighborhood is very friendly and has a strong sense of community. Neither. I like neither coffee nor tea. I prefer juice. Nerve. He had the nerve to ask for a raise after being late for work every day. Nervous. She felt very nervous before her job interview. Net. The fishermen cast their net into the sea to catch fish. Nevertheless. It was a difficult task, nevertheless. Nor. He is nor a fan of classical music. Normal. It's normal to feel a little bit nervous before a big exam. Normally. I normally go to bed around 10 p.m. Notion. He had a strange notion that aliens were living among us. Novel. She's currently reading a fascinating historical novel. Nowhere. I looked nowhere for my lost keys, they must be truly gone. Nuclear. The country is developing new nuclear energy plants to reduce its reliance on fossil fuels. Numerous. There are numerous reasons why you should visit this beautiful country. Obey. It's important to obey the traffic laws for your safety. Object. The strange object in the sky moved silently and quickly. Objective. The main objective of the project is to reduce costs and increase efficiency. Obtain. You can obtain more information about the program from our website. Occasionally. I occasionally visit my grandparents on weekends. Occupy. The protesters decided to occupy the city square to draw attention to their cause. Occur. The accident occurred at the intersection of Main Street and Oak Avenue. Odd. He had an odd habit of talking to himself while working. Offend. I didn't mean to offend you with my comments. I apologize if I did. Official. The official announcement of the election results will be made tomorrow. Officer. The police officer directed traffic after the accident. Oil. The price of oil has increased significantly in the global market. Opponent. Our team faced a tough opponent in the final match of the tournament. Oppose. Many people oppose the new construction project due to environmental concerns. Opposed. She was strongly opposed to the idea of moving to another city. Opposite. The bank is located directly opposite the post office on the main street. Option. You have two options, either stay home or come with us. Ordinary. He was just an ordinary man living a simple life in a small town. Organ. The human heart is a vital organ responsible for pumping blood throughout the body. Organization. The international organization works to promote peace and human rights. Origin. The origin of the universe is a fascinating topic for scientists. Originally. The house was originally built in the 18th century. Outcome. The outcome of the negotiations will determine the future of the company. Overall. The overall performance of the team was excellent. Overcome. She managed to overcome her fear of public speaking and delivered a confident presentation. Oh. I owe you an apology for my mistake. I didn't mean to offend you. Package. I received a large package from my friend who lives abroad. Panel. The solar panels on the roof generate electricity for the house. Parliament. The new law was passed by a majority vote in Parliament. Participate. Everyone is encouraged to participate in the discussion and share their ideas. Partly. The success of the project was partly due to good teamwork. Passage. The secret passage led to a hidden room in the ancient castle. Passenger. The bus driver ensured that all passengers were safely seated before driving off. Passion. He has a great passion for music and plays several instruments. Patient. The doctor explained the treatment plan to the patient in detail. Pattern. The wallpaper had a beautiful floral pattern. Pause. He took a brief pause from his work to stretch and relax. Payment. The monthly payment for the car loan is due on the 15th. Peak. We reached the peak of the mountain at sunrise. Permanent. She decided to get a permanent tattoo on her arm. Permission. You need to get permission from your parents before you go on the school trip. Permit. The new regulations do not permit smoking inside public buildings. Personally. I personally believe that honesty is the best policy in any situation. Persuade. I tried to persuade her to join the team. Phase. The project is currently in its initial phase of planning and development. Phenomenon. The Northern Lights are a beautiful natural phenomenon visible in polar regions. Philosophy. He studied philosophy at university and enjoyed discussing complex ideas. Photograph. The old photograph captured a precious moment from their childhood. Pile. He had a large pile of books on his desk that he needed to read. Plate. She placed the delicious meal on a clean white plate. Platform. The train arrived at platform 5. Pleasure. It was a great pleasure to meet you and learn about your work. Plenty. Don't worry. Plot. The movie had a very complicated plot with many twists and turns. Poem. She wrote a beautiful poem about the beauty of nature. Poet. The famous poet read his latest work at the literary festival. Poetry. He has a deep appreciation for poetry. Politician. The politician gave a speech about his plans for the country's future. Politics. They often discuss politics during their family dinners. Poll. The latest poll results show a significant increase in public support for the new policy. Population. The city's population has grown rapidly in the past decade. Possibility. There's a strong possibility that it will rain tomorrow. Pot. She cooked a delicious soup in a large pot on the stove. Potential. The young athlete has great potential to become a future champion. Poverty. The charity works to alleviate poverty and improve living conditions in developing countries. Powerful. The car has a very powerful engine that allows it to accelerate quickly. Practical. The new kitchen appliance is very practical and easy to use. Practically. I've practically finished the entire project, I just have a few minor tasks left. Praise. The teacher gave the students a lot of praise for their hard work. Pray. Many people pray for peace and harmony in the world. Prayer. She offered a silent prayer for her family's safety. Precise. The scientist needed to take precise measurements for his experiment. Precisely. The rocket landed precisely at the target location. Predict. It's difficult to predict the future of the global economy. Prefer. I prefer coffee over tea in the morning. Preference. What's your preference for dinner tonight, Italian or Chinese food? Pregnant. She is 6 months pregnant and expecting her first child. Preparation. The team made extensive preparations for the important presentation. Presence. His unexpected presence at the meeting surprised everyone. Preserve. The ancient artifacts were carefully preserved in the museum. Press. Please press the button to start the machine. Presume. I presume you're familiar with the terms of the agreement. Pretend. The children love to pretend to be superheroes and fly around the house. Previous. The previous owner of the house left some old furniture behind. Previously. She had previously worked as a teacher before becoming a writer. Pride. He took great pride in his work and always strived for excellence. Priest. The priest delivered a sermon at the church service. Primary. The primary goal of the project is to provide clean water to the village. Primarily. The company focuses primarily on developing software for small businesses. Prime. The house is located in a prime location. Principle. He always acts according to his strong moral principles. Prior. You need to complete all the prior tasks before starting the next phase of the project. Priority. My top priority right now is to finish my studies. Prison. The criminal was sentenced to 5 years in prison for his crimes. Prize. She won the first prize in the national writing competition. Procedure. The hospital has strict procedures for admitting new patients. Proceed. Please proceed to the next step after you have completed this task. Producer. The film producer was responsible for overseeing the entire movie production. Production. The factory increased its production to meet the growing demand for its goods. Profession. She chose teaching as her profession because she loves working with children. Promote. The company aims to promote healthy lifestyles among its employees. Proof. The detective found clear proof of the suspect's guilt. Proper. Please make sure you're wearing proper safety equipment before entering the construction site. Property. He owns several rental properties in the city center. Proportion. A large proportion of the population lives in urban areas. Propose. He decided to propose to his girlfriend during their romantic dinner. Proposal. The committee will review all the proposals for the new project. Prospect. The company has good growth prospects in the international market. Protection. Wearing a helmet provides essential protection when riding a bicycle. Protest. The students organized a peaceful protest against the tuition fee increase. Publication. The new academic publication features research articles from various scholars. Publicly. The company publicly apologized for the error and promised to rectify it. Publish. The author plans to publish her new novel next spring. Punish. The law aims to punish criminals and deter future offenses. Purchase. I plan to purchase a new laptop for my studies next month. Pure. The mountain air was so pure and fresh after the rain. Purpose. What's the purpose of your visit to this country? Pursue. She decided to pursue her dream of becoming a professional musician. Qualify. You need to have a university degree to qualify for this position. Queen. The Queen greeted the dignitaries at the royal palace. Quest. Their long quest for the lost treasure led them through many dangerous lands. Quietly. He closed the door quietly so as not to disturb anyone sleeping. Quit. He decided to quit his job and start his own business. Racial. The country is striving to overcome racial discrimination and promote equality. Rank. He holds a high rank in the military due to his exceptional service. Rapid. The city experienced rapid growth in population over the past decade. Rapidly. The technology industry is evolving rapidly. Rare. This is a very rare species of bird. Rarely. I rarely eat fast food. I prefer healthy home-cooked meals. Rate. The unemployment rate in the country has decreased significantly. React. She didn't react well to the unexpected news. Reaction. His immediate reaction to the bad news was shock and disbelief. Reality. Sometimes. Realize. I didn't realize how much work was involved until I started the project. Recall. I can't recall ever meeting him before. His face seems unfamiliar. Recover. She's slowly recovering from her illness and getting stronger every day. Recovery. The patient made a full recovery after the successful surgery. Reform. The government implemented significant educational reforms to improve the school system. Regardless. He decided to pursue his dream regardless of the challenges he might face. Region. The region is known for its beautiful mountains and picturesque lakes. Regulate. The government aims to regulate the financial market to prevent fraud. Regulation. New safety regulations were introduced after the recent accident. Relate. The two concepts are closely related and interdependent. Related. The article discusses various health issues related to poor diet. Relation. There's a strong relation between physical activity and mental well-being. Relative. We're visiting our relatives who live in another city this weekend. Relatively. The task was relatively easy. Release. The police decided to release the suspect due to lack of evidence. Relevant. Please only include information that is relevant to the topic. Relief. She felt a sense of relief after passing her difficult exam. Relieve. The medicine helped to relieve her pain and discomfort. Rely. You can always rely on him to help you in a difficult situation. Remain. He decided to remain silent during the heated argument. Remark. He made a positive remark about her excellent presentation. Remind. Please remind me to send that email before the end of the day. Remote. They live in a remote village far away from any major cities. Replace. The company plans to replace all the old computers with new ones next month. Representative. The company sent a representative to the international conference. Reputation. The restaurant has a good reputation for its delicious food and excellent service. Requirement. Meeting all the project requirements is crucial for its success. Rescue. The firefighters managed to rescue the cat from the burning building. Researcher. The researchers are conducting new experiments to test their hypothesis. Reserve. I need to reserve a table at the restaurant for tonight. Resident. The local residents protested against the new construction project. Resign. He decided to resign from his job due to personal reasons. Resist. It was hard to resist the temptation of eating the delicious chocolate cake. Resolution. The United Nations passed a resolution condemning the act of aggression. Resort. We spent our vacation at a luxurious beach resort with amazing amenities. Respond. Please respond to my email as soon as possible. Response. Her quick response to the emergency saved many lives. Responsibility. Taking care of a pet is a big responsibility. Restore. The old painting was carefully restored to its original condition. Restrict. The new law will restrict access to certain areas for security reasons. Retain. The company hopes to retain its best employees by offering competitive salaries. Retire. My father plans to retire next year after working for over 40 years. Revenue. The company's annual revenue increased significantly this year. Reverse. He put the car in reverse to back out of the parking space. Review. The newspaper published a positive review of the new movie. Read. I need to get rid of all these old clothes I don't wear anymore. Risk. Investing in the stock market involves a certain degree of risk. Roll. The ball began to roll down the hill after he kicked it. Rough. The mountain trail was very rough and difficult to hike. Roughly. He estimated that the project would cost roughly $10. Route. We took the scenic route along the coast to enjoy the views. Rub. He began to rub his temples. Rural. She grew up in a rural area. Sample. The scientist collected a soil sample for analysis in the laboratory. Scale. The project was undertaken on a large scale. Scheme. The government launched a new scheme to help unemployed people find jobs. Scratch. The cat left a long scratch mark on the new sofa. Sector. The technology sector has experienced rapid growth in recent years. Secure. It's important to make your home secure to protect against burglars. Security. The airport has strict security measures to ensure the safety of passengers. Seek. Many people seek professional help for their mental health issues. Segment. The television show was divided into several short segments. Select. You can select your preferred language from the options menu. Selection. The store has a wide selection of products to choose from. Self. He has a strong sense of self and knows what he wants in life. Senior. He's a senior manager at the company. Sensitive. Her skin is very sensitive to sunlight. Sequence. The events of the story occurred in a logical sequence. Series. The TV channel is broadcasting a new series of documentaries about wildlife. Session. The training session will last for 2 hours this afternoon. Severe. The region experienced a severe drought. Sex. Please indicate your sex on the application form. Shade. The trees provided much-needed shade from the hot sun. Shadow. His shadow lengthened as the sun began to set in the evening. Sharp. Be careful when using a sharp knife to cut vegetables. Shelter. The homeless people sought shelter from the cold weather in the community center. Shift. There's been a significant shift in public opinion regarding climate change. Shine. The sun began to shine brightly after the rain stopped. Shocked. I was absolutely shocked to hear about the unexpected news. Shortly. The train will depart shortly. Shot. The photographer took a beautiful shot of the sunset over the ocean. Shrink. My favorite sweater shrank in the wash and now it doesn't fit me. Sight. The view from the top of the mountain was a breathtaking sight. Signal. The traffic light turned green. Significant. The discovery was of great significance to the scientific community. Significantly. The company's profits increased significantly in the last quarter. Silent. The room was completely silent after the unexpected announcement. Similarly. The two experiments yielded similarly surprising results. Sink. The old ship began to sink slowly after hitting an iceberg. Slide. The children love to slide down the playground slide. Slight. There was a slight delay in the train's departure due to a technical issue. Slightly. The temperature dropped slightly overnight. Smart. She wore a smart suit to the job interview. Smooth. The surface of the table was perfectly smooth and shiny. Software. I need to install a new software update on my computer. Soil. The farmers prepared the soil for planting their crops. Solar. The house uses solar panels to generate electricity from the sun. Soldier. The brave soldier fought for his country during the war. Solid. The table was made of solid oak wood. Source. The river is the main source of water for the entire city. Specialist. He's a specialist in ancient Egyptian history and archaeology. Specifically. The training program is designed specifically for new employees. Spirit. She has a strong and determined spirit that helps her overcome challenges. Spiritual. Many people find comfort and guidance in their spiritual beliefs. Split. The old tree trunk had a deep split down the middle. Spot. This is the perfect spot for a picnic. Spread. The news of the discovery began to spread rapidly throughout the scientific community. Stable. The country's economy has been very stable in recent years. Status. What's the status of your application? Has it been approved yet? Stick. He used a long stick to retrieve the ball from under the sofa. Stock. The store has a large stock of seasonal goods available for purchase. Stomach. He had a bad stomach ache after eating too much junk food. Storm. The sudden storm brought heavy rain and strong winds. Stranger. Be careful when talking to strangers and don't share personal information. Stream. The clear mountain stream flowed gently through the forest. Strength. He built up his physical strength through regular weightlifting. Stress. She's under a lot of stress at work due to tight deadlines. Strongly. I strongly advise you to take that job offer. It's a great opportunity. Struggle. He had to struggle to open the old studio. The artist works in a small studio filled with paints and canvases. Stuff. Please put all your stuff away neatly in your room. Submit. Please submit your assignment by the end of the day. Successfully. She successfully completed the challenging project ahead of schedule. Sufficient. We have sufficient funds to complete the project without any financial issues. Suitable. This job is perfectly suitable for someone with your skills and experience. Sum. The sum of all these numbers is 100. Supermarket. I need to go to the supermarket to buy some groceries for dinner. Supporter. She's a passionate supporter of environmental protection organizations. Surprising. The ending of the movie was very surprising and unexpected. Surprisingly. He finished the marathon surprisingly quickly. Surround. The old castle was surrounded by a deep moat and thick walls. Survive. Only a few people survived the plane crash. Suspect. The police have a new suspect in the investigation of the crime. Swear. I swear to tell the truth. Switch. Please switch off the lights when you leave the room. Symbol. The dove is a symbol of peace and hope. Target. The company aims to target a younger demographic with its new advertising campaign. Task. Completing this complex task will require a lot of time and effort. Teaching. He has a passion for teaching and helping students learn. Technique. The artist used a unique technique to create the stunning painting. Teenage. The teenage years can be a challenging but exciting time in a person's life. Tend. I tend to wake up early on weekends. Terrible. The weather was terrible yesterday. Theory. The scientist proposed a new theory to explain the phenomenon. Threat. Climate change poses a serious threat to the environment and future generations. Threaten. The company threatened to close the factory if the workers went on strike. Throat. She had a sore throat and a cough. Tight. The shoes were too tight. Tip. He gave the waiter a generous tip for excellent service. Title. What's the title of the book you're currently reading? Tobacco. Smoking tobacco is harmful to your health and can cause serious diseases. Tone. Her tone of voice indicated that she was upset about something. Tongue. He spoke in his native tongue. Totally. I was totally exhausted after running the marathon. Tough. The exam was very tough. Tourism. The tourism industry is a major source of income for the country. Tradition. It's a long-standing family tradition to celebrate Christmas together. Traditional. The restaurant serves delicious traditional Italian dishes. Transfer. You need to transfer trains at the next station to reach your destination. Transform. The new technology will transform the way we live and work. Transition. The country is undergoing a period of economic transition and reform. Translate. Can you translate this document from English to French for me? Translation. The book is available in English and several other translations. Transportation. The city has excellent public transportation options. Trap. The hunters set a trap to catch the wild animal. Treatment. The doctor recommended a new treatment for her illness. Trend. The latest fashion trends are often influenced by celebrities. Trial. The defendant's trial is scheduled to begin next month. Tribe. The ancient tribe lived in harmony with nature in the Amazon rainforest. Trick. The magician performed a clever card trick that amazed the audience. Truly. I'm truly grateful for your help. I couldn't have done it without you. Truth. The detective was determined to uncover the truth about the crime. Tube. The water flowed through the narrow tube into the container. Twice. I've visited Paris twice in my life. Typical. It was a typical summer day. Typically. He typically wakes up early and goes for a run before work. Ugly. The old abandoned building looked very ugly and dilapidated. Unable. I'm unable to attend the meeting tomorrow due to a prior commitment. Unavoidable. The delay was unavoidable due to the unexpected severe weather conditions. Uncertain. The future of the project is uncertain due to funding issues. Uncle. My uncle always tells the funniest jokes at family gatherings. Uncover. The investigation helped to uncover the truth behind the mysterious events. Undergo. He had to undergo a difficult surgery to treat his illness. Understanding. He has a good understanding of complex scientific concepts. Undertake. The company decided to undertake a large-scale renovation project for their building. Unemployment. The government is working to reduce unemployment rates in the country. Unexpected. The sudden storm caused unexpected delays in our travel plans. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Unique. The artist's style is truly unique and easily recognizable. United. The United Nations aims to promote peace and cooperation among nations. Universe. Scientists are still studying the vastness and mysteries of the universe. Unknown. The origin of the ancient artifact remains unknown to archaeologists. Unless. You won't pass the exam unless you study hard and practice regularly. Unlikely. It's unlikely that he will arrive on time. Unnecessary. Don't waste time on unnecessary tasks, focus on the important ones. Unpleasant. The smell from the factory was very unpleasant and caused discomfort. Unusual. It was unusual for him to be late, he's usually very punctual. Upper. He lives on the upper floor of the apartment building. Upset. She was very upset after hearing the bad news. Urban. The city is characterized by its modern urban landscape and bustling streets. Urge. I felt an inexplicable urge to explore the abandoned house. Urgent. I received an urgent phone call from my boss. User. The new software is designed to be very user-friendly for all users. Valley. The small village was nestled in a picturesque valley surrounded by tall mountains. Valuable. The ancient artifact was considered very valuable by historians. Vanish. The magician made the rabbit vanish from the hat. Variation. There are many variations of this traditional recipe. Variety. The restaurant offers a wide variety of dishes to choose from. Vast. The desert stretched out before them. Vegetable. Eating fresh vegetables every day is important for a healthy diet. Vehicle. The police stopped the suspicious vehicle for a routine check. Venture. The company decided to venture into a new market. Version. This is the latest version of the software. Vertical. The climber scaled the vertical rock face with incredible skill. Via. You can send your payment via bank transfer or credit card. Victim. The police are working to support the victims of the recent crime. Victory. The team celebrated their hard-fought victory in the championship match. Violence. The government is taking measures to reduce violence in the city. Virtual. He experienced a virtual reality simulation of flying through space. Virtually. The new technology makes it virtually impossible to track your online activity. Virus. The computer was infected with a dangerous virus that deleted all her files. Visible. The stars were clearly visible in the night sky. Vision. The company's vision is to become a global leader in renewable energy. Visitor. The museum welcomes millions of visitors from around the world every year. Vital. Access to clean water is vital for human survival and health. Volume. Please turn down the volume of the music, it's too loud. Wage. The workers demanded higher wages and better working conditions. Wander. We decided to wander through the narrow streets of the old town. Weak. He felt very weak after his long illness and needed to rest. Weapon. The police found a dangerous weapon at the crime scene. Weigh. The doctor asked the patient to weigh himself regularly. Weight. She's trying to lose weight by eating a healthier diet and exercising. Whereas. Some people prefer city life. Wherever. You can sit wherever you want in the classroom. Whisper. She leaned in to whisper a secret in his ear. Whole grain. I prefer whole grain bread because it's healthier. Widely. His new book has been widely praised by critics and readers alike. Wild. We saw many wild animals during our safari trip in Africa. Wildlife. The national park is home to diverse wildlife. Winner. The winner of the competition received a gold medal and a cash prize. Wipe. Please wipe the table clean after you finish eating. Wire. Be careful not to touch the exposed wires, they can be dangerous. Wise. It was a wise decision to invest in renewable energy technology. Witness. The police interviewed the witnesses to the accident. Wonderful. We had a wonderful time at the beach, the weather was perfect. Wood. The old cabin was built entirely of wood. Wooden. She bought a beautiful wooden chest to store her belongings. Working. He's been working on that project all night without any rest. Worried. I'm a little bit worried about my upcoming exams. Worship. Many people gather at the temple to worship their deities. Worth. The experience was definitely worth the effort and the long journey. Would. I would love to go to the concert with you if I have time. Wound. The doctor cleaned and bandaged the deep wound on his arm. Writing. Her writing style is very engaging and easy to read. Yield. The new agricultural methods will yield a higher crop production. Youth. The government is investing in programs to support youth education and employment. Zone. The new park will have a designated zone for dog walkers. Zoom. The car zoomed past us on the highway. 0. The temperature dropped to 0 degrees Celsius last night. Zeal. Her zeal for environmental protection inspired everyone around her to participate in the cleanup effort. Zigzag. The mountain path zigzagged steeply up the slope. Absence. His absence was noticed by everyone in class. Absolute. There is no absolute answer to this question. Accuse. He was accused of stealing money. Amaze. Her talent amazed everyone. Amuse. The clown amused the children. Analyze. Can you analyze this problem? Ancestor. Our ancestors came from mainland China. Apology. He offered an apology for being late. Ashamed. He felt ashamed of his mistake. Awful. The weather is awful today.